Part 1. You will hear a woman asking a friend for advice about a cycling holiday in the Netherlands. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Tom, I was hoping to catch you. I'm planning to take the family on an active holiday this year, maybe cycling in the Netherlands, and I know you've been there a few times.
Oh yes, it's absolutely fantastic. I'd highly recommend it. It's probably the most bike-friendly country in the world.
That's what I've heard, but I'm a bit worried about the children. They can ride, but they aren't used to long distances. Is it very tiring?
Not at all. That's the beauty of the Netherlands. You don't have to worry about steep hills because the terrain is completely flat. So you don't need to be super fit to cover a good distance. Even young kids can manage it easily.
That's a massive relief. We were thinking of going to Amsterdam first.
Amsterdam is great, but for a family cycling trip, I'd actually suggest getting out of the big cities. The cycle paths out in the countryside are much safer and a lot more scenic.
Oh, okay. Where would you suggest we go?
Well, there are 2 main areas I'd recommend. The first is the region around Utrecht. There are lovely canals and old castles to see.
Sounds nice. And the other option?
The other one, which is my personal favourite, is a national park called the Hoge Veluwe. It's huge, with pine forests and sand dunes.
Is there anywhere specific to stay there?
Yes, there are plenty of holiday parks. We stayed in a village right on the edge of the park. It makes a really great base for day trips.
What was the name of the village?
It's called Wageningen.
Sorry, could you spell that for me?
Sure. It's Wageningen.
Let me just write that down. Thanks, I've got that.
While you are there, there's a really interesting activity for the children. The park rangers run a special workshop focused entirely on nature every weekend.
Oh, what does that involve?
They teach the kids how to identify different animal tracks in the forest. My kids absolutely loved it. It takes about 2 hours.
That sounds perfect for my youngest.
And while they are doing that, you can visit the art museum inside the park. It has a really famous garden filled with modern sculpture, which is definitely worth seeing.
A sculpture garden? That sounds lovely. I'll make a note of that. Great.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 5 to 10.
This audio is produced exclusively by Auvoxi.com.
Now listen and answer questions 5 to 10.
Do we need to bring our own bikes over on the ferry?
You can, but it's a huge hassle transporting them. It's much easier to just rent them there. The rental bikes are usually very high quality.
Okay, I'll look into that. What about the time of year? We were thinking of going in August.
August is okay, but it can get quite crowded because of the European school holidays, and actually, it can feel surprisingly humid. If you can manage it, I'd strongly suggest going in late May.
Why May?
Well, that's when the tulips and other flowers are in full bloom. The fields are incredibly colourful. Plus, the weather is usually dry and bright, but not too hot.
That sounds lovely, but the kids will still be in school.
Ah, true. Well, if you have to go in summer, maybe try early July. It's generally much cooler than August. The temperature usually hovers around 22 degrees, which is perfect for cycling.
22 degrees sounds very manageable. Now, is there anything specific we need to pack?
Since you are renting bikes, you don't need repair tools. But do make sure any jackets you pack are completely waterproof. The weather changes incredibly fast near the coast.
Good point. What about safety gear?
That's important. In the Netherlands, it's not actually a legal requirement to wear safety headgear, so the rental shops don't always provide them for free.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I strongly advise you to purchase your own helmets before you go and take them with you. It's just much safer, especially for the kids on unfamiliar roads.
I agree. I'll add that to my shopping list. And roughly, how much does the bike hire cost?
It's quite reasonable. Standard bikes are about €12 a day. But since you are a family, you must remember to ask for the family deal.
What's that?
If you hire 4 bikes for a full week, they give you a major discount. It works out to be just €8 per bike per day.
That's a big saving.
It is. Oh, and one last tip. Make sure you reserve everything online a week in advance. The rental shops can completely run out of stock during peak season.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for all the help, Tom.
That is the end of part 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers to part 1.